Welcome to my debate of the week, ladies and gentlemen. This is very hard for me, you know. The person that was having the most interest in was Roman Reigns. And now he has hernia. And he had a hernia surgery. And he could be out between 4 to 5 months at least. The WWE was really banking on Roman Reigns to build up into 2015. And he is now gone for the next 4 to 5 months at least. Unless he can come back a little earlier than that, I don't believe so. He's going to be gone for at least a good 4 months. But now what? Who is the WWE going to push now? Here's some people I believe that could be pushed, but I don't think it's going to happen. The first person that could be pushed to give them something to do while Roman Reigns is out is Bo Dallas. Now, I know you're going to say Bo Dallas is nothing compared to Roman Reigns. Yes, that's true. But he is a charismatic character. People wanted to cheer for Bo leave. And if they had not ended his winning streak for Rousseff's winning streak, he would still be doing some really great work and the people would be cheering like crazy for him. Instead of him being mocked by Zed Coulter saying, "Oh, I believe that Jack Swagger tapped you out." Bo Dallas has some good charisma. Yes, he's not a big wrestler, but it doesn't mean he couldn't have got over and could have reached the mid-card very easily. And even if it was a brief title picture run, not saying he would get a title, but at least give something in the main title, something new, something fresh, we would stand a chance. I don't know what type of angle they could have done with him, but he's one of those people that is new, that is fresh, and the WWE could push. Not saying it would work. Next person they could push, Bad News Barrett. Now, I did see the Sleg Daddy's Q&A. I can't remember which one was it. Talking about, Daniel Bryan, is Daniel Bryan just a B+ star? I believe that was the one, or the Q&A before that one. But he did talk about Bad News Barrett and turning him face. Now, I understand he's saying he doesn't think it would work. Now, I'm going on this perspective. I know Bad News Barrett actually was making some traction as a heel. And just like The Miz, when he was a few years earlier, when he shaved the sides of his head and had the attitude that people really liked, he was a way better heel than he was a face. And Bad News Barrett also had that type of thing. He was beginning to build up and was in a sense becoming a face even though he was a heel. But under this situation where you don't really have many options here, WWE. You've lost Daniel Bryan, you lost Roman Reigns, you lost Santina Marella. You don't have, I'm going to say it right now, CM Punk because he left. But then you lose 3 entertaining people. Right now, you're running out of options. So Bad News Barrett, even if he couldn't pull off a face turn, if he's healthy enough, just like the Sleg Daddy said, and I do agree with him, if Bad News Barrett or Wade Barrett is not healthy, what would you do with him? Nothing. But in this respect, if he was healthy, you couldn't lose anything if you have him on a face run. You can always flip him back to a heel easily. Because it's easier to turn heel than it is face. But we really don't have any options here. We got 3 top people, or well, two mid-carders who one of them could have became a main eventer if things keep going the way they are. Another one who was a main eventer and they're not there. So what else are you going to do? Next, Rousseff. And I said this in my Raw review. The way they've done Rousseff, they're really trying to build him up to be a monster heel. And when they use Mark Henry this time on Raw to totally destroy him, and I believe it's wrong to destroy Mark Henry. I believe so. We really didn't need him to be destroyed right now. Like I said in my Raw review, you could have used a couple of weeks to build this up, and then if you have to bring him down, it would have had more substance. This wasn't substance. It made no sense. And I know the reason why it made no sense, because now that they don't have Roman Reigns, they got to do something while he recovers. So they're going to push Rusev very quickly. I think they may use the Big Show with him next, but it's a good possibility they're going to throw Cena at him very soon. well before Survivor Series or at Survivor Series. They're running out of options. They're running out of people. And this is the reason why Rousseff is going to be used this way. Could he still get over? Yes. He could still get over. But the question is, are they going to rush it like they did with a Ryback? Now the next person they could push right now because Roman Reigns is not there is a Bray Wyatt. Now of course Bray Wyatt is a mess. I mean, he is not doing well at all. He may have won against Chris Jericho in the steel cage match. And he won against the Big Show. Well, didn't really win when his partners basically came in and helped him. But if he's cleaned up, he could be a major push. A major heel or even a major face for them. If they do a major push with him. Sorry, I said a major push. If they did a major heel turn with him that was substantial, and a major face turn that had something substantial, they got something big on their hands as big as Roman Reigns. He could be one of the people that can take the place of a Roman Reigns while he's still recovering from hernia surgery. But to be honest, I don't even know if they're going to even do it. He's already gone. I hadn't even seen him on this Raw. Where the hell was he? But he wasn't there. Neither were the Wyatts. So let's move on to the 10-ton elephant in the room. Dean Ambrose. It's obvious that one of the best people to push with Roman Reigns gone is a Dean Ambrose. He might have finished everything he needed to do in filming, or they may have to stop the filming for him to come back and take over for Roman Reigns while he was gone. Who knows? But the point of the matter is this. Dean Ambrose is back, and he's one of the best people to push. Does this mean it's going to work? It depends. You don't know who Seth Rollins is really feuding with. Is it John Cena or is it Dean Ambrose? And then the problem finally shows itself. Seth Rollins has the Money in the Bank briefcase. I do not believe they're going to let him cash it in. I could be wrong. You guys tell me below. But the key of this is who should cash it in. I believe by Survivor Series, they're going to give that to somebody else, and it could be a Dean Ambrose. I think it would have been originally slated for Roman Reigns. I believe that one of the reasons why Roman Reigns was dealing with Seth Rollins is to give him the opportunity to get that briefcase. That's just me. And I know some of you may say, well, why not Seth Rollins be the one who's getting the major push? Now, I'm not saying Seth isn't a good person, but polished amongst all three of them, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose, Dean's the most polished. He is. And being the most polished, the WWE has to realize they have to give the people the best person they think that can be the most viable going forward. And if it's not Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins has been a really bad storyline that really hasn't gotten them anywhere, Dean Ambrose is the hottest thing they have. So in a sense, this is all we got. The best option for me personally would be a Dean Ambrose, even though I do not believe it'll work if it doesn't have the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line eventually. Sorry for the noise. The Money in the Bank briefcase for Dean Ambrose must come up. If it doesn't, this isn't going to last very long. How much can you do with a Seth Rollins and Roman, and you see I'm getting Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose mixed up, because when it comes down to it, these guys are in the same boat. If it was Dean Ambrose who had the hernia surgery and Roman Reigns had to take his spot, like it is right now, they would be in the same boat. Dealing with Seth Rollins, one of them must get the Money in the Bank briefcase. In a sense, it's a title shot and a title. You got a title there. So one of them must get it. And if they never put it up, this feud they have with Seth Rollins will not last. And in fact, it's going to fall flat on his face because there's no substance. There's nothing really there. Keeping things with the Authority is not enough. So the people I've talked about, Bo Dallas, Bad News Barrett, Rousseff, Bray Wyatt, and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, I've talked about them. Tell me which one of these guys you believe is a good replacement for Roman Reigns. I would like to know. So I'd like to say thank you very much. I'm going to say this honestly. I'm at 92 subscribers. I never thought I would even get more than 10. And I got 92. And I want to thank everybody for, wanted to watch me, because I started this channel because of depression. I've said it, and I admit I still have it. And the situation I went through, and sorry that putting this in the debate of the week, but I thought I should at least say thank you. But I don't know what condition I would be in if I hadn't started this show. And I want to thank every last one of you for what you've given me. I mean, what few people that have commented, good or bad, I don't really care. I'm just glad you commented, and I'm glad you like the shows. And I'm also glad that you're watching this debate of the week. And I hope you enjoy it. Give a comment and have a good day. Peace out.